Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to do the Beauty and the Beast, finish it up, because there's just really, well, it's finished, but there's one thing that I did. I painted this gold, and then I thought, I've got all this gold leaf that I used on Mrs. Potts and Chip, and I had completely forgot it, and I thought, well, I'm totally going to go back over this with the gold leaf, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then we will check everything out. I'm actually filming this at the same time that I'm working on Grandpa Munster. I think his video will be uploaded first, so you probably saw him. But anyway, I'm working on them both at the same time. He's been painted, and I'm letting him dry. So while that's happening, I'm going to sit here and gold leaf the little tea cart, and then again, we'll check it all out. Okay, so it kind of turned out pretty, but at the same time, it's kind of chunky. And I don't know why it didn't go on as smooth as it does for other people. Like when I watch other people's videos, it just looks so good. This was a little chunky. I don't know if I didn't let the glue dry enough. I know you're supposed to let the glue dry a little bit before you put that on. So I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try to knock off some of that chunkiness that you see, and then it completely scratched off in some places, but I'm okay with that because it just looks kind of aged a little bit. I'm thinking it kind of looked better before, but it's okay. I'm just going to deal with it. But of course, there's Mrs. Potts and Chip. And I did have this cute little opal earring that I stuck in there. I just thought that made a cute little detail there on the front. So I put that in there. And then here is our final look, finally, of the finished ballroom. Now, these little gold frames, I didn't really mention them in an earlier video. Those were just little tiny picture frames that I found, and I just stuck those up there because I just thought that added an extra little detail. And then I think I pretty much went over everything else, though. I mean, we all seen all these other things in previous videos, but I'm just so in love with how this side looks. And of course, if you're just now watching, we've got lights. It lights up in the windows. It looks like little stars that flicker. And then I want to bump it down just a little bit so that we can maybe, let me just get over there. I love the ceiling. I think the ceiling looks amazing. That's like my favorite part, or one of my favorite parts, but it's something that you just don't really even notice unless you really lean over and look at that. Oh, and then up on the top, you can see how smooth and flat those pictures are. If you saw the video where I was gluing those on, they were so wrinkly. That glue wrinkled those up so bad, but the more dry that glue was getting, the flatter they were getting. Again, I don't know how that does that, but I was so happy. I mean, you can see right here in this clip how smooth and pretty those pictures look. And then you can really see the beast right there. And I think the last video, it looked like that trim was hiding his face, but I was saying that it didn't, and it looked really good. But that's a really good angle of that right there. So I'm going to flip it around and let's check out another side of it. All right, so here we are at the west wing. Now the rose lights up when when I've got it turned on. The little mirror here, again, that's a really important piece of the movie. They use that a lot. And that little mirror, I was going to make one, and then I remembered that Winifred, when I did my Hocus Pocus house, I had one in there for Winifred Sanderson, so I just went out there and got hers, which means I'm going to have to give her a new one since I took hers for this project. But of course, this is the west wing where the beast did not want Belle going. That's where he kept his rose. That's where his little portrait is. And then up here at the top, again, look how flat and amazing those pictures are. I mean, compared to how they were in that last video where I was like horrified that they were wrinkled and awful looking, and they look so good now. And then this side, of course, has scenes that happened in this room. And then let's flip it around. One thing I'm going to mention here real quick. Of course, these dolls, I did not make these. These came, in a box set. But, of course, he's got a little mask that will come off. And boop, there he's the prince. And then Belle, her dress was kind of short. So I found this gold fabric. And I just added a piece there to make her dress longer. And I think I did like a before and after picture that we can look at here at the end of the video when I show all the pictures. But I just wanted to mention that little dress, how I lengthened it. And then I just love this side. Now, of course, the window lights up. This is the very last scene we see in the movie where they're dancing and the camera comes out from the castle and it shows the window. Um, and then up there on top, those pictures uh, turned out pretty good too. It's just I've got a bad glare on them there, but they're really flat. They look a little bit wrinkled, but they are just a teensy bit, but it's really not as bad as that glare makes it look. But right there, you can see how nice those pictures are, and those are scenes that we see at the end of the movie when the characters turn back into their human form. And let me bump up so we can see that other little detail that I did. There's like a little bird's nest. I mean, some of you have said, yeah, Billy, we've seen the bird's nest. But I'm just thinking if anybody's watching this video and didn't really watch the rest of it, there's a little bird nest right there. Super cute little detail because you see that little bird nest in the very beginning of the movie, and I liked it, and I just wanted to include it, in the project somehow. And of course, saving the very best for last, we have Gaston. He gets a whole room to himself here. And this was probably still the most exciting side to it. I mean, there's so much going on. I love all the little heads. Now that I was kind of freaked out about the black goat up there, but I did dry brush a little gray over that so he's not so dark, but he's still kind of freaky looking to me. And then we've got this amazing little chair that I had made. I'm still really impressed with my little chair. We've got his little bow and arrows. We've got this gorgeous guy there in the picture. And then, of course, his little fireplace lights up. We got this cute little bear rug. Boop. And what else? I mean, it's pretty amazing. I don't really have to explain it. You can see how amazing Gaston is in his little tavern. And then, of course, up at the top, we got these beautiful pictures of Gaston and LeFou and the other characters. So what else could I say over here? Of course, there's that little hidden Mickey Mouse head in there that some of you have noticed. Um, and I gotta show this cologne. I mean, this is got completely off topic, but this is like a cheap knockoff of a cologne. It says made in France. I love how this smells. I don't know what the real one smells like. I need to try to buy the real version of this. This is again like a fake copy of it, but this is so good, and I just wanted to pull that out and show you because it says made in France, which of course makes me think of this project. But because Beauty and the Beast is a French story. But anyway, I just really like that, and I wish you could smell. I'm gonna like we need, what do they call it, smell-o-vision, so you can smell it. So now my project is gonna smell like it. But yeah, this is anyway, back to this. This is like my favorite side of the project, not just because my favorite character is Gaston, but because this scene, Gaston's vibe, his theme here is more relatable for me, like the taxidermy and just kind of the rustic feel, kind of like the country rustic stuff. That's so me. So that's part of why I like this too. But anyway, let me see. I had a little list that I wanted to look at because I know there's going to be something I wished I would have said in this video. Um, I don't know. I just want to mention again, everybody, if you've not seen Beauty and the Beast, please go watch that. It's the greatest thing. And I'm not talking about the live action version. I'm talking about the cartoon from 1991. Best Disney movie ever. Gaston is the greatest Disney character ever created. Always has been, always will be. And so I guess I think I've mentioned everything that I have wrote down here. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have loved this project. And so please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.